Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, Ramadan, day 5. So, when I first took my Shahada, I was cutting my brother Shaheed Salam, good brother. And I was telling brother Shaheed how much of a struggle I was having with understanding what I was reading in the Quran. It kind of felt like it was just jumping all over the place. I didn't really know what was going on. Brother Shaheed told me if you want to get more detailed information about specific situations in the deen and things on like what to do, what not to do, he said you need to read some hadith. So I said, okay, well, what are hadith? What is that? She says, oh, now you want to go down to the bookstore and you want to look for either Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari. I said, okay, I didn't even know how to pronounce this stuff back then, right? So I wrote it down, and I'm all hyped, man. I go down to the bookstore. They used to have the bookstore right next to Masjid Taqwa on Sovereign Avenue in Atlantic City, right? So I go down there, walk into the bookstore. I say to the brother, and I say, I'm looking for either of these two books, Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari. And the brother looks at me and he says, who's your sheikh? So I'm like, my sheikh? Like, what's a sheikh? He said, who is your sheikh? So I don't know who my sheikh is, so I'm trying to fit in. So I'm like, brother Shaheed or brother Hadi. Hadi was a barber. He was a Muslim that was helping me at the time. He says, Hadi is your sheikh? And I'm like, bro, I don't know, man. Then he says, who told you to buy this book? I'm just sitting there confused. I wanted to say, you want something in this book or what, man? He says, yeah, you got to know where you're getting your information from. He goes in this long spiel, and I remember sitting there feeling like the biggest idiot, like, bruh, I just want the book. He says, I got Sahih Muslim, but don't have Bukhari, $75. I couldn't afford it or something, right? So I said, all right, $75, take it. Took my book, and I got the hell up out of there, man. I remember feeling like I'm not going back to the masjid until I get my Islamic spill together. I need to find the best Kufi. Let me get all my pronunciations correct. Let me learn how to make salat. And I stayed in the house for a year on Google trying to get Islam together before I went back, because I never want to be embarrassed like that again. Let me tell you, that was the absolute worst thing I could have done. Don't be insecure. You need to go to the masjid. People are people. Muslims are not perfect. They are human beings like everyone else. Sometimes people are going to say to do things that rub you the wrong way. You need to find a person that will help you and doesn't mind helping you. Yesterday, I got a phone call from a really, really good sister who saw one of my videos the other day, and she called. She says, hey, CJ, I'm having a hard time understanding what I'm reading in the Quran because I don't feel like the language in there is not keeping me interested. I don't understand what I'm reading or what's going on. She said, I feel bad. Like, am I supposed to be feeling like that? I'm a Muslim. I'm supposed to feel uplifted when I read this. And I said, you're not alone. And it brought me back to that day 20-some years ago when I felt the same thing. So my recommendation to her was download this book. It's a translation of the Quran called The Quran Beheld. And what's dope about this translation of the Quran is that the language and the English that's used in it is not that Shakespearean type of English. So it's a little bit more digestible, right? At our masjid, Masjid Muhammad of Atlantic City, our Imam Amin Muhammad is actually teaching classes from this book. I'm pretty sure it's every morning after Fajr. He's doing the Quran Beheld. Follow the Masjid Muhammad of Atlantic City page, and you can get daily updates and classes on this book, and this will help you a lot. Be patient with yourselves, and if you're one of the people that someone is reaching out to help them with the deen, please do your best not to rub people the wrong way, man, because you're scaring all the Muslims away, man. Like, come on, man. Anyway, have a great day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.